I'm the Toucan Dragon, and here's every boss in Genshin Impact. And I'm going to rate them because fuck it, why not? Starting with the Electro Hypostasis. Electro Hypostasis is a purple cube. You fight it, it's got normal attacks. Just fucking walk through them, don't get hit by them. Bring something that reacts with Electro, and then you'll be able to burst down the last bit of it and be able to kill it nice and easy. It's a normal boss, nothing to write home about. It's B tier. An Animo Hypostasis. Animo Hypostasis is another cube. Animo. It's pretty cool. Bring something that reacts with Animo other than Animo. It's got this neat little thing where it can create updrafts, and then you can take those and fly up in the sky, collect particles. When the particles hit it, it heals, so don't let that happen. Kill it, get your rewards, pretty neat. Another B tier. A little bit better than the Electro. Here we have the Cryo Regisvine. Cryo Regisvine's pretty cool. It's a plant. It's got little pimples on its stem and on its face. You pop those and you get a nice DPS phase. Bring something pyro in order to pop those, or just DPS it down. It's not super difficult. Dodge the attacks. Pretty cool. It's gonna be B tier, a little bit above Electro Hypostasis. Lupus Borealis, that's a Trounce domain. I don't know why it's in here. He's the only one. We're skipping it. Geohypostasis. Geohypostasis is another cube. This one is Geo. Bring Geo or a Claymore to break the pillars. When the pillars fall down, you get a DPS window. Sometimes it jumps up on a pillar and makes a little ovulating cube. Fucking kill the cube, hide in its little dome, you won't take damage. Nice and easy. I use it for Geodaddy. Fucking plain simple, kind of interesting, but a little bit difficult to get around. It's B tier. Let's see. We have the Oceanid. The Oceanid fucking sucks. Oceanid. I hate that I'm saying that. Oceanid. The Oceanid. Here we have the Oceanid. You don't add 2 letters and get 2 full syllables out of it. I don't know why it's pronounced that way. Anyways, it's made of water. Bring something cryo. It has a bunch of platforms and it'll summon little shits on them. Fight the little guys, kill them, and then you wait for the platforms to drop. When the platforms drop down, nothing really of consequence happens because there's so many of them you don't have to worry about it. Then you fucking kill the little guys and get the thing. It's long, it's tedious. Bring something that has ranged, because sometimes the little guys like to fly above you and never come down into melee range. So, you know, keep that in mind. Worst boss in the game, it's the reason why Mona's still level 70. D tier for dog water. Pyro Regisvine. The Pyro Regisvine's like the Cryo Regisvine, but Pyro. Bring Hydro if you want to pop the shit. I don't know. Fucking B tier above Cryo because it's cool. Primo Geosfap. Pretty neat. Bring a shielder for the shield attack. It can absorb elements and then deal those elements back. That mainly serves as cosmetic because the resistance it gets is negligible, and the damage type it deals to me, I never care about because I'm not running Lava Walker. It's pretty neat. It's fun. It's over here and it's top of B tier right now. Fuck it. I don't care. Cryo Hypostasis. Cryo Hypostasis is pretty cool. It's another cube. Bring Pyro. That's the trend here. Bring the thing it's weak to. You'll have to melt some of the shit. You'll have to damage it down. When it gets to the middle, melt the little guys, and you get your DPS window where it drops the little things out of the sky. Run towards the middle so that way you don't have to run around as far in order to hit them. Charge attack them into the middle, and you get your final DPS window. Nice and easy, but it's kind of in Dragon Spine, so bottom of B tier. Magoo Kenki, I hope I pronounced that right. He's a puppet doll guy. He's Animo. He can make a shadow clone of himself who mimics his attacks. Dodge the attacks, kill him, you'll be good. He's kind of neat, he's kind of fun, but nothing to write home about. Top of B tier. Nah, middle of B, there. Whatever that is in B tier. Pyro Hypostasis. This guy's pretty cool. Bring Hydro. You break the Hydro shield, you damage it down, you get to pop it in the middle. It pops out little pillars, pop the pillars with Hydro again, and you win. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Middle of B tier. Come on now, come on. Whew, that was hard. All right. Perpetual Mechanical Array. This thing's pretty cool. It can turn into all sorts of different things for its normal attacks. It can turn into a rocket ship and fly into the sky. That's fucking cool. It summons little guys. One little guys is a big little guy. Kill the big little guy and you get a DPS window. Pretty simple, pretty easy, lots of fun. It's A tier. Here we have the Hydro Hypostasis. The Hydro Hypostasis, are you following me? Bring Cryo. Then it's just going to do its attacks, dodge the attacks. When it summons little guys that walk towards the middle, hit them with a cryo attack, they immediately die or freeze, and then you just get to kill the middle core. Plain and simple, nice and easy. You farm it for Kokomi. We'll put it below the Pyro Hypostasis. Thunder Manifestation. This thing is completely immune to Electro. Don't bring Electro. Why are you bringing Electro? You can't farm Raiden materials with Raiden. You can't farm any materials with the character you want the materials for. That's the way the game goes. So dodge its normal attacks. It's got a laser. It's got a little wall of lightning. They're all pretty cool attacks. No real mechanics. Kind of neat. Kind of fun. Bottom of B tier. Golden Wolf Lord. Golden Wolf Lord is a Geo character mats. You get Geo mats from him. Obviously, bring Geo mats. What? Obviously, bring Geo characters. It's kind of fun. He gets to pop out, you damage him down, he summons little guys, break the things with Claymores or Geo, and you'll have a nice and easy time. That's going to be fucking, I don't know, B tier. The Bathball Vishap Herd. I hope I pronounced that right. There's two of them. One's Cryo, one's Electro. When they drop down, don't attack either of them. Attack the fucking walls. The walls are weak to Geo and Claymores. You break all the walls, and the purple one has nothing that it can stick to shoot at you anymore. DPS down your favorite one of choice. Don't get hit by the Electro Orbs or it reduces your ult charge, which is cringe. Try to kill them at the same time, so that way you don't have to deal with the extra phase. Those guys go in C tier because I had to farm them too much for Shenhe. Rune Serpent. This guy's kind of neat. It's a serpent. It's made out of runes. You've got to make sure that you bring your Chasm gadget, otherwise you might get soft locked. You can also bring a Geo character or Claymore to break the fucking crystal in order to charge up your gadget. Kill the purple things when it summons and you get a nice DPS phase. Nice and easy. This guy is going to be, I don't know, B tier because I keep forgetting to bring his fucking gadget. The Electro, what was that? You know, ignore that. That's getting cut out. Don't worry about that. It might be blurred. I don't care. Electro Regisfine. The Electro Regisfine is like the other Regisfines, but it has a mechanic. What's the mechanic? I don't know. I had to wait around and look it up in order to find out. Turns out it summons little plants. If you don't hit the plants, they can combine and make a big attack that could damage you. Just hit the little plants or DPS it down before that's a problem. Nice, simple, and easy. Kind of fun, kind of interesting. I'm gonna put it in B tier because there's nothing to write home about. Here we have the Jade Plume Terror Shroom, or as everyone likes to call it, the Dendro Chicken. Contrary to the Dendro Chicken's name, it is not at all terrifying in the slightest. It's a fun, happy environment. And there are no mechanics. Psych, there are mechanics. I looked them up. If you hit it with electro attacks, it'll fill up a bar. When the bar fills up, it goes into rage mode and dashes around the field. But if you hit it with pyro, the bar goes down. Ooh. After it's finished with its rage, you get a DPS window. Force it into rage just so you get free damage. Doesn't really matter. It's weak to pyro. It's fun and light. I love it. That's gonna be an A tier. Here we have the Aeon Blight Drake. I forgot this thing existed. You fight it just like any other Drake. Bring a bow character to pop its weak points. It can become resistant to the damage type it recently took. And not that big a deal though. So I don't know, C tier because I forgot it existed. The Algorithm of Semi-Intransient Matrix of Overseer Network. Holy shit, that's a mouthful. The Al Gore network can go invisible. Hit it with Electro to make it visible, or just punch it. It's invisible, not invulnerable. I think it's a lot of fun. It's got great visuals. It's a fun mechanic. And I think it's S tier. Here we have the Dendro Hypostasis. I forgot this thing existed. I fought it for the first time for this video. I forgot all of its mechanics. Watch the video, maybe you can learn them in the B-roll. I don't fucking remember, that was a while ago. C tier. The Weenut. The Weenut is really fun because its name is Weenut. It also is Animo. It swims around underground and flies around in the sky. It can summon a bunch of particles. If you break all the particles, it goes into a DPS window. Fun and easy, nice and quick. I'm gonna give that top of B tier because its name is Weenut. No, A tier for Weenut. I can't believe I thought of that any other way. Inquisitus Baptist. Inquisitus Baptist.
Iniquitous.
Grossly unfair and morally wrong. The Inquisitus Baptist. He has 3 different elemental shields, maybe more, I didn't count. It's kind of fun, you get to pop all of his elemental shields, then you get a very short damage window. It's really interesting, people think it's mechanically fun and engaging, it's got a lot of different things going for it. I'm going to put it in the D tier because I used Eula to fight it the first time and it was painful. Icewind Suite. This is actually 2 bosses in 1, Manbot and Fembot. You talk to the guy with the camera to choose which one to fight. They give different mats. I don't know which is which. I don't have Lenny. They're both really cool. They have intricate dance moves and great choreography, and all told, the fight's pretty fun. I like it. Those are going to be an A tier. Down here, we have the Emperor of Fire and Iron. That's a kick-ass name. It's a pyro crab. Bring Hydro if you want to pop its mantle. If you don't, doesn't really matter. It's like a slight damage increase, or maybe it doesn't attack as much. I really didn't pay attention. You pop that, you kill it, nice and easy. I'm gonna give it B tier, above the puppet. Then we have the experimental field generator. This thing is so much fun, it hurts me in my core. You get to run in, DPS it down, then it goes to the middle and starts sending out waves of like Geo that hit you. But when those waves are coming out, you get reduced gravity and can jump up like you're in Zhao's ult, even if you're not in Zhao's ult. It's a ton of fun. Its mechanic doesn't interrupt your DPS or take away from it in any way. It is obviously the best boss in the game. S tier, top of S tier. Millennial Pearl Seahorse. There's no mechanics involved with this one. I mean, there are. It has a little pearl you can pop to stop it from doing major attacks, and maybe you get a damage buff. And it also does like a big nuke attack, but those are also telegraphed. If you get hit by them, it's really your own fault. B tier, there's nothing to write home about it. It's below the Animo Hypostasis. Let's go. Hydro Tupla. It's cool. It came out with Farina. I can't farm it with Farina because it's immune to Hydro. Kind of cringe. But it summons these little guys, and if you hit them with Cryo, it doesn't get stronger, but it also doesn't get weaker. And if you're already dodging its attacks, it getting stronger doesn't matter. DPS it down with a Cryo if you care, or just fucking DPS it down without a Hydro and you'll be good. You get your Farina mats. It is here in B tier. So that's the whole tier list. That's everything. Like, comment, sub, and peace. And I'm going to be rating every boss in Genshin. Don't you fucking talk over me, Risley. Don't you fucking do it, dude. I will swap you off the fucking team. Fuck. I have to start over again. Shit. I forgot to equip my gadget. Fucking C tier.